Hello guys, in this video we are going to see how null values misbehave in different scenarios. For example, if we have this table, sports table, and I run the query and we get 20 rows, you can see, and here is the output count 20 rows. Now when I talk about the sport ID column or sport name column, as you can see there is no null value. And let's say if I don't need this 10th row, what I can do is where sport ID is not equals to 10. It should return me 19 rows now, and you can see the 10th row is skipped. But when we talk about any column that has a null value, for example, it has several null values, and so for this and so for this. Now let's filter this out. We don't need this 708 column. So what I can do is employee ID, employee established here, sorry. Established here is not equals to 708. Now generally it should return us 19 rows because 708 is just a one value out of all the 20 rows. So it should return us 19 rows. But when we run this query, it has returned us only 10 rows, and it also filtered out 9 other values, and those values are null values. So where clause always filters out all the null values. So it might misbehave when you need the data correctly, but it can filter out on its own, and you don't know what happened when there are millions of rows. So this is one misbehavior of a null value. So how we can fix it? We can use it is null function here, and we can pass any value that can replace that null for us. So how null function works? We pass the column name and we pass the alternate value if null is found. So I used it as an empty string. You can pass any value, for example 9999, let's say. And now when I filter it, it should return us all the values except this 708. So it has allocated this 9999 to established here where it found null in the where clause, and it now shows us all the values that has all the column values that has null. So this is one trick. Now another challenge is, for example, if I comment it, and now if I want to count rows, let's say if I count by sport ID, it should work fine. It should return us 20. You can see we have 20 count. Okay. But if I use this established here, it is returning us 11 rows because 9 are null. So it also misbehaves in the count function as well. And what we can do here, we can use the same thing here. Rather passing the column name directly, we pass it any value. Let's say it's empty string, but it should be replacing the null values. So if I execute it now, it should return us 20 rows. So this is the thing that I wanted to tell you in this video, because most of the interviews are conducted based on this question, and interviewers might ask you about the misbehavior of null values in the count or in the where clause. So this is a good trick for you to pass your interview, and also it will also help you in working when you are working with big data where you can't see the null values with your naked eyes. So you can use this function. It is a useful function and a tip and trick. So thank you for watching this video. In the next video, I will come with another exciting tip and trick of SQL. Uh, till then, stay tuned. Thank you.